I'm going to come in defense of the Phillie Phanatic because I used to, I have a thing for mascots. Not in a weird way. No, I used to be one. I used to be one. And you know what? Like the peripheral vision, you can't see anything. And he's just, woo, and you can't see, and like it goes away.
So you're saying that it's not his fault that his thing got jacked?
Not at all.
Gotta keep your
and
car
fun fact, I was the handler for the Phillie Phanatic when I was in college.
What does a handler for the Phillie Phanatic do?
We just take him around everywhere. Working my way up. I was here.
Allow him to be hilarious. All right, well, I'm talking to in a 2-box. This is really exciting. He's a person. He's very tangibly. He's in front of me. Maybe we're being prisoners of the moment, okay? By Cavs terms, would you say that this team is overrated or underrated right now?
Elle, it's a terrific question because I honestly don't know if anybody knows the answer. I think the Cavs want to believe that they're underrated. They want people to think that they're vulnerable, that they've struggled over the last quarter of the season, and that they can be had in the playoffs. But if you look at the way they've performed against the top teams this year, 3-0 against the...
About the #1 seed, but they all but admitted before that Cavs game that it is important.
You could hear cheering in the hallway after they were watching. The reporter said you could hear cheering in the hallway outside last night.
They want this. Isiah Thomas talking about being that #1 seed. Wendy is going to be joining us in just a little bit, but let's hear from Isiah Thomas on not taking that top seed overall.
Be right there for more on this. You're going to welcome in our NBA All-Star Antonio Davis. And Antonio, we just heard how Isiah Thomas, for them it's important. For LeBron James, it's not about seeding. Why at this point do the Cavaliers say that it's not important, the seeding?
Listen, they're champions.
There's the Bulls and the Heat. They're separated by 1 game for the final 2 spots in the East. Which team do you think makes the most interesting matchup for the Cavaliers?
Wow.
West, the Warriors have locked up the 1 seed. Kevin Durant rejoined the team on Saturday after missing out since February. As the season comes to a close, how will KD's impact and the chemistry factor in the postseason? Coast to coast, and Brian.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell him the odds. There you go. You talked about how after what this Cavs team did last year, they have no fear. Can you explain that to us? Because, I mean, it could change, right? But
yeah. When you're LeBron James and you've won on the road.
On the Warriors last night, they lost against the Jazz, but we got to see Steph and KD together again on the court since KD was back from his injury in February. What do you think about their chemistry and how that's going to factor as we move into the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm not.
So, hey, why not have
the Cowboys really haven't gotten to say goodbye. And I don't know if they're going to get to say goodbye. So this is kind of Dallas's opportunity to say goodbye. I think a genius move by Mark Cuban to do this tonight.
Let's take a listen to what Toni. 2017 NFL Draft is 16 days away. And as the days pass by in a quarterback class full of question marks, Patrick Mahomes is trending toward becoming a first-round choice. Last month, Mahomes sat down with one of the greatest defensive minds of our time, our very own Jon Gruden, to talk about it all. Here's a look back at the best moments of Mahomes at Jon Gruden's quarterback camp.
Pool noodles, so no concerns there. But I am going to talk to you about your draft positioning. You look at our 2 draft experts. Mel Kiper has you going in the 1st round at number 13. Todd McShay, who we're going to talk to here in just a second, has you at the top of the 2nd round. Let's just assume an NFL team is watching right now. Tell me why they should take you with their 1st pick. Bucking that trend, what are the things that you're working on?
I mean, I'm really just driving the mechanics. I'm really driving my footwork, trying to get my drops under center to be to the right depths. And
your father was a former pro athlete as well. What has he told you about the difficulties of kind of maneuvering in the pro sports world?
Yeah, I mean, just watching him grow.
When you are on a bid to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and this is going to happen to you your entire career, people are going to go back and they're going to dig up some old video and they're going to show you things that happened to you back in the day. And we did that.
Okay.
We went to the archives and we found a little bit of video, and here it is.
Oh, God.
Go wrong a little bit. Like, does that stay with you forever?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it doesn't, I don't know if it really just stays with me forever, but it's definitely, I can't wait till I get to play against him.
That your father tried to talk you out of playing football. What does he think, because he was a professional baseball player, what does he think of your football career now that you've reached this level?
I mean, he
a couple of weeks away from the draft. You got those butterflies? Like, what are you, we're just a few days away, Patrick, from you finding out your fate. How are you feeling?
I've been staying busy right now, trying to get workouts in.
I asked him, like, so all this publicity that you're having, you do lead up to draft. He's like, I'm just ready to get drafted and go to camp. That's all I want to do. I want to play. I mentioned Todd McShay a little bit earlier. He and Jaws